So I hope everybody is ready to do some finger picking on their ukulele. We are going to be ripping some mad blues solos on our ukuleles. And the good news is that playing a blues solo on a ukulele is just as cool as playing it on an electric guitar. It's not really, no. But whether it's cool or not, we're gonna make it cool. And the blues scale is a really great opportunity for our students to start to learn improvising over a chord sequence. Before we start on the blues scale, let's go over some general thoughts on finger picking with your right and your left hands. As far as the right hand goes, we're going to go over 3 different versions of plucking the strings, and you can do whatever you're comfortable with now. The first is probably the easiest, and that's to simply pluck the string with your thumb, whatever string you may be playing. The second is to use your first finger and just pluck repeatedly with your first finger. And the second is to alternate between your first and second finger, so something like this. Those vary in degrees of difficulty, so do what you can for now and get comfortable, and then you can progress as you go. One of the most important things though with your right hand is that you don't brace your hand. So oftentimes people will hold their hand against the ukulele or guitar sometimes, and just to kind of give their hand a foundation and then pluck from there. That's really going to create some bad habits down the road. You want your hand to be free, just like you were strumming, and then do the plucking. And that'll benefit you down the road. Fingerpicking requires more dexterity from your left hand. So far we've just been doing chords, kind of planting chords. Now we're going to be playing individual notes. I'm going to give you an exercise or two to try, maybe even before you begin plucking on the blues scale. Just by building some dexterity in your hand, I think that the blues scale will be easier for you down the road. Before we start the exercise, the concept is still the same as the chords. The first finger is going to be matched with the first fret, second finger with second fret, third finger with third fret, fourth finger with the fourth fret. Keeping that in mind, let's just try to switch between fingers and frets. So the exercise is going to go like this. You're going to start on the top string, the string closest to you, the G string, and you're just going to simply place your first finger on the first fret, and you're going to alternate your first and second finger, just like this. And you might even be able to hear them buzz a little bit. And then move between your second and your third. Just press each one. Make sure that you're getting right on the pads of your fingers, and then third and fourth. Make sure you're staying towards the front of the fret. And make sure your thumb is directly behind your fingers on the neck of the guitar. And then you do that on each string. Just press and switch. Press and switch. Press and switch. You do it again and again and again. Now do this repeatedly until you feel comfortable switching between different notes. You can also do it with different patterns. You could do it with open strings, open, press, open, press, open, press, open, press. When we start our pattern, you can even do it in the sequence of the pattern, like press, press, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, according to whatever the pattern is. By doing this first, without even trying to pluck, you're building good muscle memory that'll serve you well when you go to do the scale. If you look on the screen now, you can see the pattern for the C blues scale. To play the scale, you start on the C string, and you play it open. Next, you play your 3-finger, 3rd fret, move up to the E string with your first finger, E string, 3rd finger, and then A string, 1st finger, then A string, 3rd finger. So the whole thing would sound like this. That's the C blues scale. Now just like anything else, we're going to try our best to break it down for the students. So what if we took what we're learning with the chords and applied it to this blues scale as well? Instead of rushing in and trying to play the whole scale as quickly as possible, let's slow it down and make sure we're getting it right, so that way when we go to play it more, it comes out correctly. So we're going to play 4 quarter notes on each note and then move to the next note to give our brains time to adjust to where we're going next. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. C, 2, 3, 4. Third finger, 2, 3. Next string, first finger, 2, 3, 4. Third finger, 2, 3, 4. First string on the highest string. And third fret on the highest string. Going backwards. Giving ourselves time to switch. And back to the open C string. Once you've got that down, try and just do 2 beats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then go backwards. And then once you've got that down, try just 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. And before you know it, you have the blues scale. Once you get comfortable with the C blues scale, rearrange the notes, come up with new melodies, improvise a solo, listen to other blues artists and see how they phrase their solos. In class, we'll use this scale to solo over the 12-bar blues. One part of the class will play the 12-bar blues, and another person will improvise a solo. Thanks for learning the C blues scale with me. See you next time.